Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Grand Prairie ISD live stream for tonight. We will have the South Grand Prairie Warriors at home for their homecoming game, and they'll be taking on the visiting Arlington Martin Warriors. It will be a warrior-on-warrior battle. Game will start in about 18 minutes and about 55 seconds, so stay tuned for a great battle, and we are happy to bring it to you live, and I will be your play-by-play analyst, Matt Davidson. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and we appreciate your continued support on behalf of GPISD. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we see the Martin Warriors getting ready to take the field. Martin Warriors head coach is Bob Wager. The superintendent for Arlington ISD is Dr. Marcelos Cavazos. And the athletic director for Arlington ISD is Eric White. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. If you are from Arlington, thank you for tuning in. And also everyone from Grand Prairie, all of the South Grand Prairie Warrior fans, thank you for tuning in. And the Arlington Martin Warrior fans for tuning in on this South Grand Prairie homecoming night. We are getting ready to get things started. We have about 5 minutes and about 54 seconds left before kickoff. And we will have a national anthem. And here we go. We have the Arlington Martin Warriors taking the field. And they are hoisting an American flag. Very big American flag, too. Team doesn't look like they have a lot of numbers in depth, but they are a state-ranked team for a reason. And they put up 55 points last week on Arlington Colts. So we will see what the Martin Warriors can do against the South Grand Prairie Warriors. It will be a great contest, and we are excited to get it started. We see the South Grand Prairie Warriors coming down the tunnel right now. So we will see what the South Grand Prairie Warriors got. So it's Warrior on Warrior. So to not get people confused, I will say South Grand Prairie or I will say Martin because they're both Warriors. So we don't want to cause any confusion for the Warrior fans out there. Ryan, we see the captains coming out for the South Grand Prairie Warriors. South Grand Prairie captains are number 6, Michael Booker, number 82, Julian Ruiz, number 94, Christian Ramirez, and number 81, Dalen Nash. Those are the captains for the South Grand Prairie Warriors, and we will find out very soon, once the coin flip is started, who will get ball first and all of that fun details coming up. South Grand Prairie Warriors are still in the tunnel waiting to come out, and we are at a bit of a standstill at this moment, waiting on the referees to conduct what's going to happen next. All right, so number 18 for Arlington Martin is the lone captain, and that is Maurice Blackwell Jr. He is a very highly touted linebacker that a lot of big colleges want. We've heard about him. That is Maurice Blackwell Jr. And number 94 for the South Grand Prairie Warriors, Christian Ramirez, out for the coin flip. The Warriors have taken the field, just ran out onto the field. And we are waiting. The coin flip just happened. We're going to see who won the toss. So South Grand Prairie has won the toss, and they have deferred to the second half. And Martin will receive it to start off the game. Captains shake hands. And we will stand by for the national anthem. All right. And that was the national anthem played by the South Grand Prairie Warrior Band. We appreciate that. What a great sounding band we have here for the South Grand Prairie Warriors. And a special shout out to the JROTC of South Grand Prairie. Special shout out to them, doing a great job with the color guard and honoring America. We appreciate all of that. We have the Warriors of Arlington Martin with white tops, gray pants, silver helmets, looking much like the Oakland Raiders. And then we have the South Grand Prairie Warriors with the gold helmets, arrowheads on the side. Kind of a blackish charcoal top and a blackish charcoal bottom with red stripes on the sides. We are getting ready to get this game kicked off. Once again, South Grand Prairie will kick off to Arlington Martin. It's one of the best games in the state tonight, right here, coming at you live from GPISD. Thank you for all of our viewers for tuning in. And we are getting ready to kick this off. But the kickoff for the South Grand Prairie Warriors, number 15, Luis Cruz. Warriors are spread out in a little unorthodox kickoff form. And here we go. A little bit of a squib kick bouncing off the ground. It's going to go off the hands of the Martin Warriors, and the South Grand Prairie Warriors are going to recover it and get the ball. South Grand Prairie ball to start the game. Back at quarterback, number 11, Kendall Johnson. Okay, we got two receivers on each side, one running back in the backfield with Johnson. First and 10, South Grand Prairie. Okay, Johnson awaits the snap. Johnson's back. He's going to throw it out really quick to his wide receiver, and it's going to go off the hands of his big wide receiver, and that's number 88, Keelan Robinson, the Kansas commit. Not able to get his hands on that. Second down and 10. South Grand Prairie, once again, they deferred to the second half, so they did a bit of a squib kick, and they were able to recover it off of a Martin Warrior hand, and it was pretty awesome. And we have double motion, and that's going to be a penalty flag on the field, and it's going to most definitely be on South Grand Prairie. Let's hear what the refs got to say.
Illegal shift on the offense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down. Illegal shift on the offense. That penalty is declined. Third down. Wait!
All right. So, okay. Guess the referee left his mic on.
Legal procedure. The ball is not ready. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
Okay, after the back-to-back penalties, we have a third down and 13 coming up for the South Grand Prairie Warriors. Penalties. Not a way you want to start if you're South Grand Prairie. Two receivers on each side. Same formation they've been in. Okay, Johnson claps. Johnson's back, and he's going to have nowhere to go, and he's going to just kind of throw it out, and he's out of the tackle box, so that's not intentional grounding. But it's going to bring up a 4th down nevertheless. And defending on the play for the Martin Warriors, that is number 20, Tremel Wyndham. Good defensive play by the Martin Warriors. And Martin's defense comes out and looks like a state-ranked defense. So here we go, 4th down, ready to punt. The South Grand Prairie Warriors not able to move the ball at all. You have 3 plays and you go out. The punt's up by number 19, and number 19 is Nathan Renteria. And it looks like the South Grand Prairie Warriors have got the ball again. You just got to tip your hat to the special teams for South Grand Prairie making back-to-back plays to get their offense the ball back again. Now let's see if the South Grand Prairie Warrior offense can come out and do something. Let's watch the replay. It just hits the ground and goes right off the Martin Warrior. And the South Grand Prairie Warriors get it, and we weren't able to see. It looks like it was number 26, and that's going to be Jaden Kelly. So shout out to Jaden Kelly making a play. Receivers on each side. Same formation South's been in. South Grand Prairie is going to toss it out. That's going to be Kendall Johnson getting it over to his wide receiver. And pass is complete to number 5, Major Jones. So a good, quick 1st down for the South Grand Prairie Warriors. Kendall Johnson's able to get the ball where his receiver could catch it this time. We are about 1 yard shy of being 1st and goal. So the ball looks like it's... Yeah, so the ball is on the 11-yard line, 1st and 10. And here we go. Let's see what the South Grand Prairie Warriors are up to. Receivers in motion. Goes back out. Okay. Johnson gets the ball. He's going to toss it out. And we have penalty flags on the field once again.
Illegal on the offense. That penalty's declined.
Okay, so the penalty is going to be declined. They were brought down by a host of Martin Warriors. So here we go. Kendall Johnson's looking to the sideline, looking for the call. Johnson claps. Okay, Johnson's going to look, and he's going to be bottled up, and he's going to fumble it. The ball, oh, they're going to call him down. Ooh, they're going to call him down. Okay, let's watch the replay. Kendall Johnson doesn't have anywhere to go, and as he was going down, he fumbled it, and they called him down. So lucky for the South Grand Prairie Warriors that they called him down, because that easily could have been 6 to the other side if they would not have called him down. 2 receivers on each side. Okay, it's 3rd down and 24. Johnson's back, and he's going to get pressured, and he's going to have nowhere to go. It's going to be brought down by number 12 of the Arlington Martin Warriors, and that is Jonathan Okote, excuse me. And that brings up a 4th down for the South Grand Prairie Warriors. All right, so we have a timeout, Martin.
Timeout, Martin has their first charge timeout of the half.
Live out west in Grand Prairie. We can build a family together, play in harmony. It doesn't
All right, out for the field goal attempt, number 15, Luis Cruz. It is a long one. We will see if he can make this. It's a deep one. Kick is up, and it's blocked. It's blocked. Martin picks it up. That is number 5, Leonard Lemons. And he is going to get up to midfield, and we have 3 penalty flags on the field. What a play by Martin. Oh, my goodness. Look at this block. What a block by number 25, Jacob Hayes, for the Martin Warriors.
During the return, block in the back on the return tee. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, first down.
All right, so after the penalty on the Martin Warriors, it will now be 1st and 10. Ball will be spotted at the 36-yard line. South Grand Prairie attempted a deep field goal. It was blocked. So we've seen a lot of good special teams by both Warriors. Okay, here we go. Martin's pass is out from number 6. That's Zach Mundell. To his intended receiver is complete to number 3, Sid Ford. That's a gain of about 5 yards on the run. And defending on the play for your South Grand Prairie Warriors, that's number 3, Jaden Robinson. Okay, so here we go. 2nd down and 5. Martin back at quarterback. Zach Mundell. Handoff goes to number 22, and that is Caleb Johnson. Good enough for a Martin first down. And defending on the play for the South Grand Prairie Warriors, number 21, William Leonard. And now we have another first down for the Martin Warriors. Martin has shown all year that their offense is explosive, so we'll see how they come out and move this ball. Quick snap, getting ready. Toss to the running back. Running back's going to get upfield, and that's going to be number 9, D.K. Smittick. And that's almost enough for another Martin first down, short of about 3 yards. Hurry up offense. Mundell tosses it to his running back. Running back's going to get forward for a first down. And that is D.K. Smittick once again. That's a big running back right there. Okay, Martin's getting the call from the sideline. Got 1 receiver on each side, tight end on the left, 2 running backs in the backfield with quarterback Mundell. This is Zach Mundell. Running back's going to kick out to the right side. That's number 5, Leonard Lemons. Okay, Mundell's back. Mundell is looking. And he's going to toss it over to his wide receiver, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. It's going to be defending on the play for your South Grand Prairie Warriors as number 3, Jaden Robinson. And the intended receiver was number 2, and that's Cal Robinson. As we saw on the replay, the receiver bobbled it last minute right as he was going down to the ground. Okay. Mundell's back. We have a heavy set. They're going to do a fake handoff. Mundell's going to chug it up for a little out route to his wide receiver. And that is number 18, Maurice Blackwell Jr. What a good catch to go get another first down for the Arlington Martin Warriors. And Martin is moving the ball. Okay, Mundell's back under center. Running back in motion. Mundell kicks his receiver in motion. Fake it. He's going to hand it off to his running back number 4, Zaire Barrow. and he's going to be brought down by no gain. By number 41 of your South Grand Prairie Warriors, and that's going to be Joe Phillips on the stop. Much needed stop for the South Grand Prairie Warrior defense, because they have not had a lot of luck of stopping this Martin offense so far. Second down and 11, ball's on the 21, 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter, 0-0. Martin's over in South Grand Prairie territory. 3 receivers on the left. Oh, and it's going to go right over the defender's hand. Defending on the play for your South Grand Prairie Warriors is number 18, Dwight Nunu. Good defensive play. It's going to bring up a third down and 11 yards. Clock is stopped at 5:18. Martin is going to try to get a first down. Zach Mundell is getting the play call from the sideline. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Looks like we're going to have 2 tight ends on the right as well. Hey, Mundell's back. He's going to toss it deep to his wide receiver, and it's going to be deflected by number 6. Deflected by number 6, Michael Booker, defending on the play for your South Grand Prairie Warriors. Good defense by Michael Booker, and that's going to bring out the field goal unit for Martin. Out for the field goal attempt, number 11 for Martin, and that's going to be Cullum Davidson. Okay. Looks like he's a lefty. Kick is up, and it is good. What a nice kick by Cullum Davidson, and that's going to put the Martin Warriors up 3-0 over the South Grand Prairie Warriors with 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Maybe as you look back on your moments, this happened, and that. Maybe that happened, but also this. Maybe it all happened. Thank you for being our member. Thank you for letting us help you along the way. Here's to the next 10,000 moments and what the journey may bring.
All right, after the kickoff, the Martin Warriors are getting ready, and that'd be the good kicker, number 11, Cullum Davidson, out to kick off. We will see what the Martin Warriors have up their sleeves. Pretty good kick. Kick goes to number 4, Josh Nicholson. Nicholson breaks a tackle. Nicholson breaks another tackle, and he's going to get up to the 31-yard line, and it will be South Grand Prairie ball, 1st and 10. All right, here we go. South Grand Prairie has had 3 possessions on offense, including this one. This is their 3rd possession. And they have 2 receivers on the left. Split back. Fake the handoff. Johnson's going to do a quarterback keeper. Johnson's going to try to bounce it out. And he's going to be brought down by the stud linebacker, number 18, Maurice Blackwell Jr. Second down coming up for South Grand Prairie. Second down and about 6 to go. Ball's on the 35, 4 minutes, 28 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Kendall Johnson's getting the play from the sideline. He's telling his lineman what's going on. Got 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. A little bit of a pistol formation. Nicholson's in motion. Johnson calls for the ball. He's going to do a handoff. Handoff to Crawford. Crawford's going to bounce to the outside, and Crawford is going to get a South Grand Prairie first down. That is Javarius Crawford. Good run by Crawford. And he's brought out of bounds by number 21, Travell Johnson. First and 10, South Grand Prairie. Ball's on the 44-yard line now. Okay, we got stacked receivers on the left, 1 receiver on the right, 2 running backs in the backfield with Johnson. Johnson fakes the handoff, and he's going to chunk it deep for his wide receiver, and it was intended for Josh Nicholson, and it just double coverage on Martin's part. Good coverage by the Martin Warriors, and that's going to bring up a second down and 10 to go with 3 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Okay, Kendall Johnson with a quarterback keeper, and he's going to be brought down. Initially, he's going to get wrapped up by number 12, and that is Jonathan Okote. And then he was helped out by a host of Martin Warriors, and that brings up a third down and 5 to go for South Grand Prairie. Timeout.
Timeout, South Grand Prairie. That is their first time out of the hat.
How does this package get to this family? Well, it takes a family. The Bancroft & Sons Trucking family. We plan our routes in advance to give our employees the right time on the road and at home. Great benefits, new trucks, and amazing people. Come join the family at bancroftandsons.com.
All right, and we are back. We are back from timeout. Timeout was taken by South Grand Prairie. And as they wait on the Martin Warriors to come out, it's going to bring up a third down and 5. Ball's on the 49-yard line. 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Kendall Johnson is back with 2 running backs with him. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Crawford's in motion. They're going to hand it off to Whitaker. And Whitaker is going to be brought down about a yard shy. And there's a fumble on the play, and they're going to give it to the Martin Warriors. What a play by Martin. Let's watch the replay. Whitaker goes. He's making a move, and he fumbles right as he's going to the ground, and there's a pile of Martin Warriors on it. It looks like the guy that got it was number 52, and that's going to be Jackson Scherer. So what a good play by Jackson to be able to come up on that ball for the Martin Warriors. So that is Martin's second turnover that they have caused on defense tonight. Okay. Fake handoff, quarterback keeper, and he's going to be brought down for no gain. The quarterback keeper was Zach Mundell, and he's going to be brought down by number 2, Marcel McDuffie. And that's going to bring up a second down and 13. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter now. Martin's up 3-0. Martin has 2 turnovers. South Grand Prairie's been on offense 3 times. South Grand Prairie had 2 fumble recoveries off of special teams, but unable to do anything on offense tonight, South Grand Prairie. But Arlington Martin is moving the ball. They're going to throw a quick screen route out to number 2. The recipient is Cal Robinson. So Robinson gets up about 5 yards after catching the pass from Mundell. 3rd down coming up for Martin. 7 yards to go. We're going to see what Martin has up their sleeve, and we're going to see what this South Grand Prairie defense can do. See if they can get their offense the ball back. Okay, Mundell's back in shotgun. 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right, tight end on the left. Mundell's back, quick slant route to number 2, and he's going to trip up, and that's Cal Robinson once again. He's going to trip up, but it's good enough for a Martin first down. That was a pretty good play design. Quick slant, we see it on the replay here. Mundell gets it to Robinson. Robinson breaks a tackle, and then he kind of trips up, and I bet he would like to have that back, much like last night with good old Daniel Jones of the New York Giants. All right, so here we go. Under center, Mundell is. Quick snap. Toss goes to his running back, number 22. Ball carrier is Caleb Johnson. So far, that's the 4th running back that Martin has put out there. It must be a pretty nice convenience to have 4 different running backs to be able to rotate and a big offensive line to run behind. So 2nd down and 7 coming up. 28 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And on the stop for your South Grand Prairie Warriors on that previous play was number 18, Dwight Nunu. Okay, so here we go. 2nd down and 7. 12 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Mundell gets the ball. He's going to hand it off to his running back, number 9, DK Smittick. And that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. The score at the end of the first quarter, Martin 3, South Grand Prairie 0. Stay tuned as we switch sides. Spring Creek Barbecue was founded in 1980 by Chris and Becky Carroll, with the first store opening in Richardson, Texas. It has been continuously family-owned and operated by the Carroll family, and this year is celebrating its 40th anniversary. Today, with 41 locations, Spring Creek's mission continues to be serving the finest Texas-style barbecue and being an integral part of the community. They average over $2.5 million each year in donations and contributions to local partners. And as an exciting new charitable venture, they have launched a new line of barbecue sauce for sale in stores and soon on the website, with 100% of profits going directly to youth education partners. Okay, we're back. 3rd down and 5, and we got a offsides by South Grand Prairie.
On the defense, 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
So after the penalty, it will be an automatic first down for Martin. It was 3rd down, so turned out to be a pretty good penalty. It worked out for Martin. One receiver on the right, two on the left. Tight ends on the right as well. Mundell's looking. Mundell's going to roll out. Mundell's going to chunk it up, and it's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by number 20, and that is Jalen Williams. What a good interception by the South Grand Prairie Warrior defense, and what a good interception by Jalen Williams. Let's watch the replay. Mundell's back. He's looking. A little bit of pressure. He's going to roll out, and he's just going to chunk it up, and it's going to be picked off by Williams. What a good interception by Jalen Williams. A much-needed turnover as Martin was threatening to go score. First and 10, South Grand Prairie. Three receivers on the right, one on the left. Johnson's back, and he's going to do a little handoff to Crawford. Crawford's going to take it. Crawford's going to get upfield to the 45, and that is a good run by Javarius Crawford. Let's watch the replay. Crawford gets it. Johnson got leveled by the defender. Good thing he handed it off to Crawford. And Crawford is just able to get you at least 30 yards on that. What a good run by Javarius Crawford. Okay, three receivers on the right, one on the left. Johnson's looking to the sideline for the play. Tells the O-line what's going on. Okay. Johnson's just going to toss it up, and it's going to be too short for his wide receiver. Hey, Johnson's going to get pressured, and it's going to be intended for number 5. And the intended receiver is Major Jones. Johnson was pressured by the Martin Warrior defense. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10 coming up for South Grand Prairie. And we will see what Kendall Johnson and company can do on this 3rd down. So far, Martin's defense has been very good, much like South Grand Prairie's. Both very good defenses tonight. Okay, Kendall claps. Johnson does the fake handoff. He's going to toss it, and it's behind the line of scrimmage. And the referees call it down. So that's going to bring up a 4th down. Okay, 4th down, out to kick off the punt, number 19, and that's going to be
illegal substitution
Nathan
on the
Renteria.
offense, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Okay, so after the penalty, that's going to move South Grand Prairie back 5 yards, and that might help you as a punter. You probably want a little bit more space to punt, you know. So we'll see what Renteria can do right here on this. Okay, so it's going to go off of Martin again, and that is going to be the 3rd turnover for Martin on special teams. And it's been a bad night so far in the first half for Martin on special teams. So South Grand Prairie recovers it again, and we will see what South Grand Prairie can do with another possession. This will be their 5th possession on offense, and we will see if South Grand Prairie can finally score. Okay, receivers in motion. Johnson's going to hand it off to Crawford. Crawford's going to fumble it. They're going to call that Martin ball. Crawford just fumbled. So now it will be Arlington Martin ball. What a crazy turn of events so far in this game. Turnover after turnover after turnover after turnover. Crawford was just stripped as he was going down. That's another good defensive play by Martin. We might be having a defensive battle on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a warrior-on-warrior battle, and they have been duking it out left and right for the ball. Okay, now Martin's back on offense. Zach Mundell is going to do a quarterback keeper, and he's going to be brought down by a host of South Grand Prairie Warriors. The South Grand Prairie Warrior initially getting there was number 55, Daniel Rojo Alvarez. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 9 for Arlington Martin. Mundell under center. Mundell's looking. And he's going to snap the ball. He's going to do a quick pass out to the left. And his receiver is number 3. That's going to be Sid Ford. And he's going to be brought down out of bounds by number 3 of the South Grand Prairie Warriors. And that's going to be Jaden Robinson. Good defense by the South Grand Prairie Warriors. 3rd down coming up for Arlington Martin. And we will see. We will see what Martin's play call will be. Mundell's back with a running back. Okay, Mundell's going to do a fake. He's going to be pressured, and the ball's going to come out. Who's going to get it? Who is going to get it? We will see. And they're going to call a safety. What a good defensive play by the South Grand Prairie Warrior defense, number 49, Silvano Bent. Let's watch the replay. And number 52 caused the fumble. 52 is Caden Stuckey. Correction, Jermaine Bias is 52. Good defensive play by Bias and a great defensive play by Silvano Bent to recover it or to make it almost impossible to get for the quarterback. And the quarterback did get it, but it turned into a safety. So now the score is Martin 3, South Grand Prairie 2, with 9 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And we have a defensive battle on our hands. Good kick by Davidson. On the return is Josh Nicholson, and Nicholson will be brought down by number 19 of the Warriors, and that is Placide Django Sungu. First and 10 coming out for South Grand Prairie after the safety. They are now on offense. That is how the rules go. If you get a safety, you get the ball right after that. Okay, Johnson's going to fake it, and he's going to do a quarterback keeper. Kendall Johnson is going to get held up and brought out of bounds. Second down and 4 for the South Grand Prairie Warriors. 8 minutes, 54 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Kendall Johnson claps. He gets the ball. He's going to fake it to Crawford. And he's going to be brought down. There's a fumble. And it's picked up by number 88. And number 88 is Keelan Robinson. So a good fumble recovery by South Grand Prairie. The ball actually went forward and you gained some yards. So third down and about 3 yards to go for South Grand Prairie. And we will see what the play call will be. One receiver on each side. Actually, two receivers on the right, one on the left. Kendall Johnson's in the backfield with Crawford. Okay. Johnson claps. Johnson claps again. He gets the ball. He's going to fake it to Crawford, and he's going to throw it to Nicholson on a screen route. And Nicholson's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage by a host of Martin Warriors. And that will bring up a fourth down, likely punting for South Grand Prairie. Okay, we got a penalty coming up.
Timeout, South Grand Prairie. That is their second charge timeout of the half.
Live life grand in Grand Prairie. We can build a family together, play in harmony. It doesn't matter who you are. Here you are, shining star, making future plans. Live life grand. Yeah, we live life in Grand Prairie.
Hey, out to punt. Renteria gets the ball, and it is tipped maybe, but the ball is going to go off of a – did it go off of a Martin Warrior? No. Okay. And it's going to be Martin ball. First and 10. Martin. Lyman get up quick. We have a new quarterback in the backfield, maybe a Wildcat. Handoff goes to number 4, and that's going to be Zaire Barrow. The new quarterback back there is number 3, Sid Ford. And he is listed as the second quarterback on the roster. And I'm assuming maybe Mundell is hurt. We will have to try to get a... Okay, so actually Zach Mundell is out at wide receiver right now. And out at quarterback is Sid Ford. Okay. Ford gets the ball. Ford's going to chunk it out to his running back. And he's going to get a couple yards on the run, and that is Zaire Barrow. And it's going to bring up a third down for Martin. All right. Sid Ford's getting the call from the sideline. Okay. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Running backs in motion. Okay. Ford's back, and he's going to chunk it over to his wide receiver and intended for Cal Robinson. It's going to be incomplete. Well, hold on. Let's see what the refs are talking about. So the referees are going to call it a completed pass and a fumble out of bounds, so it will still remain Martin ball. One referee called it an incomplete pass, but he was overruled by another referee. So this is it's a little interesting. Here we go. Martin, first down. Ball's on the 37-yard line. Okay, Mundell's back at quarterback. He's going to toss it to his running back. And that's D.K. Smittick. And it's going to bring up a second down and about 8 to go for Martin. Okay, Mundell's at quarterback. Kicks his receiver in motion a little bit. Mundell's going to do a fake. He's going to roll out. He's going to break a couple moves, and he's going to eventually be brought down by Marcel McDuffie of your South Grand Prairie Warriors, accompanied by number 55, and that's Daniel Rojo Alvarez. We see Mundell on the replay making a little bit happen, but he is just not able to get past the South Grand Prairie Warrior linebackers. So that brings up a third down and 10 to go. Second quarter, 4 minutes, 23 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Ball's on the 37. Martin is up by 1 point. Martin has 3. South Grand Prairie has 2. Here we go. We have Sid Ford at quarterback. 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Ford's back. He's going to roll out, and he's going to fumble. It's going to be picked up by number 40, and that's Josh Bostic. Touchdown, South Grand Prairie. What a great play by Bostic. Yeah. Wow. Let's watch the replay. Sid Ford's back. He makes a move, and the ball comes out of his hand. Picked up by Josh Bostic. That's right, Josh Bostic, number 40, and he runs it into the end zone. And now South Grand Prairie is up over Martin. And we are going to see what's going on.
Timeout, South Grand Prairie. That is our final timeout of the half.
Okay, South Grand Prairie is going to take a timeout, and so are we. Okay, so South Grand Prairie is deciding not to go for the regular extra point. They're going to go for 2 to try to get up 10-3. Johnson calls for the ball. Going to toss it out to Josh Nicholson, and Nicholson's going to be brought down for no gain. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. And the score is now South Grand Prairie 8, Arlington Martin 3, with 3 minutes and 56 seconds remaining in the first half.
We are the Gomez's. We've been driving together for over 17 years as husband-wife team. You're not stuck inside of a cubicle. You're on the road. You've got a sense of adventure.
Yeah, kind of being a paid tourist.
At Bancroft and Sons, you're not a number. You're part of the family. They're hiring, so come and join the family.
Set to kick off for the South Grand Prairie Warriors, number 15, Luis Cruz. And the kick is off. It's a squib kick. And it's picked up by number 4, Zaire Barrow. And he's going to get upfield to the 40. And now Arlington Martin will be on offense. We have had a defensive battle throughout this whole first half, and there's been a lot of turnovers both ways. I believe Martin has about 2 or 3 turnovers themselves, and South Grand Prairie has a few as well. Fumbles and 1 interception for South Grand Prairie, and the rest have been fumbles for both teams. 3 receivers on the right, none on the left. Mundell's back. He's going to fake handoff, throw it out to the right to his wide receiver, and that's going to be Cal Robinson. Cal Robinson's going to get about 6 yards on the screen route. Okay, 2nd down and 4 yards to go for Mundell and the Martin Warriors. Mundell's looking to the sideline. Clock is ticking. 3 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Ball's on the 46-yard line. Mundell is looking. He's going to fake the handoff. Mundell's going to throw it over the middle, and it's going to go off the hands of his intended wide receiver, and that is Cal Robinson, not able to make the catch. So let's watch the replay. Goes off the hands of Robinson from Mundell and was almost intercepted by number 6, Michael Booker from South Grand Prairie. So that brings up 3rd down and 4. It's 3rd down. 3 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Mundell is back at quarterback. 2 receivers on the right. Okay, and looks like we have a free play. Mundell is just going to chunk it up to his wide receiver, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Offside on the defense. That's a 5-yard penalty. Result of the play will be a 1st down.
All right, and that's going to be on the South Grand Prairie Warriors offsides, an automatic 1st down for Martin. That keeps their drive alive on that 3rd down. Now it's automatic 1st. So now we have the other quarterback over in the backfield, and that's going to be Sid Ford. And the other quarterback is Mundell, and he's lined up on the far right. 2 receivers on the left. Ford's trying to draw them off sides. Ford's back, and Ford is going to toss it up deep for Mundell, and it's going to be out of bounds. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down for Martin. Ford's going to hand it off. Hand it off to number 9. That's DK Smittick. And he's going to get about 8 yards on the run. And he's going to be brought down by number 26. And that's going to be Jaden Kelly of the South Grand Prairie Warriors. Ford's back. He's going to fake the handoff and run out. And we got multiple penalty flags on the field. Ford's going to chunk it up for his fellow quarterback, Mundell, and the pass is going to be incomplete. Let's see what the referees have to say.
During the play, holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty, still third down.
Okay, so that's a 10-yard penalty. Still going to be third down. Holding on Martin. A lot of pressure came from South Grand Prairie on that. We have 2 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Ball will now be on the, looks like it will be 48-yard line. So third down and 13. Mundell is back at quarterback. Burrows out. Mundell's going to do a screen pass to his running back, number 22, Caleb Johnson, and he's going to be brought down, gain of about 5 yards. All right, so that's going to bring up a fourth down for Martin. Back deep to return for the South Grand Prairie Warriors, number 4, Josh Nicholson. And we will see Martin punt. Okay, we have some more penalty flags on the field.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still fourth down.
Wow, that is some discipline from Coach Wager to make his entire team do up downs for that penalty. What a great discipline shown from the team, Martin, and the coach, Bob Wager. Okay, set for the punt. Nicholson's back, calls for the fair catch, and he is going to secure the fair catch. First and 10, South Grand Prairie. 1 minute and 40 seconds before halftime. Kendall Johnson's back at quarterback. 3 receivers on the right, bunched up. Fake handoff. Johnson's going to toss it out to Demikio Nathan. Nathan makes a move, and he is going to be brought down by a pack of Martin Warriors. Looks like it's good enough for a South Grand Prairie first down. But we have a little confusion from the referees on the field.
The sideline warning on the defense.
That was a sideline warning on Martin. Okay, Kendall Johnson is calling for the ball. He's back. He's rolling. He tosses it out to his wide receiver. It's going to be number 88 on the receiving end, Keelan Robinson. And he's going to be brought down by number 21 of Martin. That's going to be Travell Johnson. Second down and about a yard to go for South Grand Prairie. Fumble. Johnson picks it up, and he gets the first down. But unfortunately, South Grand Prairie doesn't have any more timeouts. Martin has 2. Clock is ticking. 54 seconds left in the first half of play. 48 seconds. 45 seconds. Johnson has got 2 receivers on each side. Gets the ball. He tosses it out pretty quick, and it's going to be incomplete, intended for number 5, Major Jones, and that's going to bring up a second down for South Grand Prairie. 37 seconds remaining in the first half. Three receivers on the left, one on the right, and Crawford's going to be brought down for no gain. Going to bring up a third down. Okay, and that is going to do it for the first half. And the score going into halftime will be South Grand Prairie 8, Arlington Martin 3. Stay tuned for the halftime homecoming show.
Please start.
And now it is time to introduce South Prairie High School's 2020 Homecoming Chorus. Representing the class of 2024 on the freshman court, Ariana Lewis. Ariana is a first-year member of the Cheyenne dance team and is a part of the early college high school at SGP. After high school, she hopes to attend the University of Texas. Not in attendance is Joseph Ortega. Joseph is a member of the freshman football team. After high school, he hopes to attend the University of Southern California and play football. Representing the class of 2023 on the sophomore court, Ashley Segal. Joshua Kirkhoff. Josh is a member of the Student Council, SCA, WOW, 4-H, and participates in track and field. After high school, he hopes to continue playing football and major in the said pathway. Representing the class of 2022 on the junior court, Ashley Holland. Ashley is a second-year member of the Cheyenne dance team, member of the Student Council, BBA, and the early college high school at SGP. After high school, she hopes to attend Texas A&M and major in aerospace engineering. Kevon Benson. Kevon is in the Student Council, he is the secretary of the Student Council, a member of the Beta Club, he participates in cross-country and track, and is a part of the early college high school at SGP. After high school, he hopes to attend Rice University and major in psychology. Representing the senior class of 2021, Jacqueline Baker. Jacqueline is a member of the varsity volleyball team. After high school, she plans to attend the University of Texas in Dallas and major in education. Javarius Crawford. Javarius is a member of the varsity football team and participates in track and field. After high school, he plans to attend the University of Florida and major in business marketing. Alyssa Galan. Alyssa is a member of the varsity cheerleading team. She's in Student Council, NHS, and is the senior class historian. After high school, she plans to attend Angela State University and major in nursing. Sorrel Doyer. Sorrel is a member of the varsity theater team and varsity technical theater. He's also in Student Council and NHS. After high school, he plans to attend the University of Texas and major in psychology. Jennifer Gonzalez. Jennifer is a member of the varsity theater team. She's the senior class president, and she's also on Student Council. After high school, she plans to attend the University of Texas and major in psychology. Rolando Martinez. Rolando is a member of the varsity football team, captain, and is in Student Council. After high school, he plans to attend Texas Tech and major in business. At this time, our principal, Larry Jones, will be crowning the 2020 Homecoming King and Queen. Your 2020 Homecoming King is Rolando Martinez. From the heart of Grand Prairie, Texas, South Grand Prairie High School proudly presents the pride of Warrior Nation, the Cheyenne Dance Team. The 2020-2021 officers are sophomore lieutenant Melanie Graciano, junior lieutenant Francine Puno, senior lieutenant Deja Pate, and your captain Ariel Anderson. Social officers for the team are Alex Brown, Catherine Diaz, Ellie Hardy, Jaylene DeLeon, Madison Knight, and head social officer Jenna Johnson. The Cheyenne of the week is Isabella Wood. Spirit Girl of the week, Lexi Hatch. Tonight the Cheyennes will be featuring a dazzling stringer jazz routine to the music of Sucker. High School Warrior Band presents for your halftime entertainment the 2020 Halftime Spirit Show featuring Seven Nation Army. The South Grand Prairie Warrior Band is led by Head Director Michelle Ross and Assistant Directors Billy Laird, Alan Przyzanowski, and Corey Davis. The color guard is under the direction of Jason Meyer. Let's hear it for the pride of South Grand Prairie High School while they play Seven Nation Army. The South Grand Prairie Warrior Band member of the week this week is Alexandria Daniels. The outstanding section of the week is the saxophone section. The color guard member this week, the outstanding color guard member this week is Joy Bragg. Our drum makers are Jamarian Williams, Angel Canales, Makari Kojima, and Diego Rodriguez. Our color guard officers are Caitlin Woods, Cindy Vasquez, and Tamia McCoy. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your participation and support. Let's hear it one more time for the South Grand Prairie Mighty Warrior Band.
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I hope you had a great halftime. Halftime score, South Grand Prairie 8 and the Martin Warriors 3. And Martin will have to kick off to the South Grand Prairie Warriors. Warriors originally deferred to the second half, and they got a fumble recovery on that initial kickoff, and they did the same on a punt right after. It's been a lot of turnovers in this game so far. Coming out to kick off for the Martin Warriors, number 11, Cullum Davidson. And back deep to return for the South Grand Prairie Warriors, number 4, Josh Nicholson. And number 8, Demikio Nathan. Davidson's going back. Davidson set to kick off. What a good kick by Davidson. And we have the Martin student section throwing up some, looks like pink baby powder possibly. So, guess that's going to circle around the field and make its way. Okay, the South Grand Prairie Warriors are coming out on offense to start off the second half. Ball will be on the 25-yard line after the touchback. Back at quarterback is Kendall Johnson. 2 receivers on the right, 2 on the left. Okay, Johnson's calling out what he wants. Johnson's going to hand it off to Crawford. Crawford's going to get wrapped up, and he's going to get held up by a pile of Martin Warriors. And he was going to be hit initially by number 33 of Martin. That's going to be Demario Shorten. Second down off the forward progress. 2nd down and 7 coming up for South Grand Prairie. Ball is now on the 28-yard line. 11 minutes, 28 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Okay, Johnson's looking. Johnson's about to call the play. Johnson is going to hand off to Crawford. Crawford makes a move, and he bounces it outside down the hashes up the right side of the field. Another big gain for Javarius Crawford. And that is a Warrior, South Grand Prairie Warrior first down. Let's check out the replay. Crawford makes a move up the middle and just bounces it outside. And Javarius Crawford has had 2 really big gains on the ground tonight, both over 30 yards apiece. That one looked like it might have been 25 to 30, but nevertheless a great run. Fake handoff to Nicholson from Johnson, and the ball goes out of bounds, and that will bring up a 2nd down for South Grand Prairie. All right, here we go. We got 2 receivers on each side. Kendall Johnson's calling out the play to his offensive line. Crawford's going to get the fake, but Johnson's going to keep it, and he's going to be brought down. Initially wrapped up by number 33, Demario Shorten, and then brought down by a pack of Warriors of Martin. Third down and 11 yards to go for Kendall Johnson and the South Grand Prairie Warriors. Johnson looks. He's going to toss it out for an out route to number 8, Demikio Nathan. And Nathan is going to be brought down out of bounds. And Nathan is a Utah committed to the University of Utah. And that's going to bring up a 4th down for the South Grand Prairie Warriors. Electing to punt, it looks. All right, out to punt for South Grand Prairie, number 19, Nathan Renteria. Penalty flag on the field.
Delay a game on the offense. That's 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
All right, so after the penalty, a 5-yard penalty. It's going to move the Warriors back just a little bit. Renteria out for the punt. Martin looks like they're going to bring the house. Okay. Renteria gets it, kicks it, kind of a line drive pooch. Goes off the ground, and it is fallen on by number 40. And that is going to be Josh Bostic, the one who scored the touchdown for the Warriors today after he picked up that fumble recovery and ran it to the house earlier. Josh Bostic did. And the score remains the same. South Grand Prairie 8, Arlington Martin 3. 8 minutes, 51 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Ball will be on the 23-yard line. And we will see what Martin's got to say. Okay, here we go. Mundell hands off to Barrow. And that's going to be a gain of about 4 or 5 on the run. Gain of 5 brings up a 2nd down and 5. 8 minutes and 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock is ticking. Zach Mundell is looking to the sideline. Number 6 is at quarterback. He's going to kick his receiver, Cal Robinson, in motion to the far right. Mundell's going to get the ball, and he's going to hand off to Barrow. And Barrow is going to be brought down. He's going to be brought down by number 18, Dwight Nunu. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Arlington Martin Warriors. 3rd down and 4. Mundell's looking to the sideline for the play. South Grand Prairie is trying to get the ball back. Okay, we have some penalty flags on the field. Mundell is going to throw it deep, and it's going to be incomplete from Mundell to his intended receiver, Ford.
On the defense.
It looks like it's going to be offsides on South Grand Prairie. Give them enough for a Martin 1st down. So if you're South Grand Prairie, you don't like that. That was a chance to try to get the ball back on 3rd down, but it is a 1st down for Martin, and Martin stays on offense. Handoff goes to number 9, the big running back DK Smittick, and he's going to get another Martin 1st down. So Martin's moving the ball now, and they are on the 48-yard line. Clock is stopped at 7 minutes, 22 seconds. 1st and 10, Martin. Mundell hands off to his running back, Smittick. Smittick's going to get out to the outside and be brought down out of bounds. And we have a penalty flag on the field. Let's try to figure out what this penalty is going to be.
Holding on the offense, 10-yard penalty, still 1st down.
All right, so after the penalty, it will be holding. So that's a 10-yard penalty on Martin. And Martin's running back was able to get a lot of yards on that, but it's all for naught. And we will see if Martin can move the ball enough to get up to a first down now. Or I should say convert to another first down. 41-yard line. 7 minutes, 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Mundell's looking to the sideline for the play. 2 receivers on the left, 1 receiver on the right. Lined up next to the tight end on the right. Mundell's going to fake it to the running back. Mundell's going to kick it out to Robinson. Correction, number 10, Panella. Nick Panella, intended receiver. Tried to run before he caught it, and it's an incomplete pass. Second down and 17 coming up for Martin. Okay, we have a, wow. Oh, and they're going to call a late penalty flag on that play. It was initially looking like it was an offsides, but then there's also another one that's probably going to be a late hit on the quarterback. Let's see what the referees have to say.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by the defense. Offside on the defense, that penalty is declined. Personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
All right, so the personal foul is going to make it an automatic first down now for the Martin Warriors. And that has been something that's been talked about during this game, is a lot of penalties for South Grand Prairie. We are seeing what team is more disciplined, and so far it's been Martin. Okay, 1st and 10 Warriors. That is the Martin Warriors. 44-yard line the ball spotted on. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Smittix back in the backfield with his quarterback Mundell. Mundell's back. He's getting pressured. Mundell's going to kick it out to his running back, Zaire Burrow, and he's going to be hit out of bounds, but we have some more penalty flags on the field.
Pass interference on the offense. 15-yard, repeat first down.
Wow, what a big penalty called on Martin. That was a offensive pass interference. So 15 yards added on. So now it's first down and 25 for Martin. And we will once again see what they can do on offense now. Hey, Mundell's back at quarterback. Smittix in the backfield with him. 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Mundell's back. He's going to do a quarterback keeper, and he's going to be brought down by number 26. And that's going to be Jaden Kelly on the stop. And we have an injured South Grand Prairie Warrior on the field. Okay, so after the injury timeout, it's second down and 28. Mundell's back at quarterback. 3 receivers on the far right, kind of bunched up almost. 1 on the left. Mundell's back. Mundell's rolling out, and he's going to chunk it out of bounds. No receivers were open. Good defense by South Grand Prairie on the play. Okay, third down and 28. Ball's on the 38. Mundell with the quarterback keeper. And he's going to be brought down by number 18, Dwight Nunu, on the stop. And that's going to bring up the Martin punt team coming out for Martin. Fourth down and 24. Martin's doing somewhat of a hurry up, trying to catch the Warriors off guard. And we have a timeout. Timeout, South Grand Prairie.
Timeout, South Grand Prairie. That is their first timeout of the half.
All right, here we go. Martin is going to look to be in punt formation. South Grand Prairie called a timeout because it didn't look like they were ready for the formation that Martin came out with. Mundell's going to punt it. And it's going to be South Grand Prairie ball on the 25-yard line. First and 10. South Grand Prairie Warriors. 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Johnson claps. Fake handoff. He's going to toss it out, and it's going to be incomplete, intended for Demikio Nathan. The injury timeout on the field. The injured South Grand Prairie Warrior is number 66, Chase Wyatt. He is being helped off the field by head coach Brett Whitson. And we hope that he will be able to come back into the game after being checked out by the trainers. We hope all is well with him. And South Grand Prairie will have a second down coming up. Okay, ball's on 25. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. It's been a defensive battle the entire game from the get-go. And we will see what Kendall Johnson can do with this Warrior offense. 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Johnson's back. He's going to toss it out quick to his wide receiver. And that is Keelan Robinson. And he has the ball knocked out of bounds. Fortunately for him, he fumbled and it went out of bounds. And that is going to be a South Grand Prairie first down. Okay, South Grand Prairie with a little hurry-up action. First and 10, 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Johnson's calling for the ball. Johnson's going to hand it off to, looks like Troy Whitaker. Whitaker's going to make a move and go out of bounds, and it's going to be a South Grand Prairie first down. South Grand Prairie is moving the ball right now. Good run by Troy Whitaker. Let's watch it on the replay. Okay, Johnson hands off to Whitaker. Whitaker is going, and he is able to get a good amount of yards for a South Grand Prairie first down. 3 receivers on the left. Fake handoff. Kendall Johnson's running, and he is going to get leveled. Pretty good hit by number 21 of Arlington Martin, Travell Johnson, on the stop. But good yardage to get by Kendall Johnson before he was brought down. And that's going to get him to the 41-yard line. Correction, 35-yard line. And second down and 4 coming up. Okay, handoff goes to Whitaker. And Whitaker is going to be brought down by a group of Martin Warriors. And that's going to be no gain. Third down coming up for South Grand Prairie. 3rd and 4. We got 2 receivers on each side. South Grand Prairie is going to try to convert on this 3rd down. Okay, Kendall Johnson's going to hand it off to Crawford. Crawford is going to have nowhere to run. He is going to be brought down by a band of Warriors. The clock is ticking. 3 minutes basically to go in the 3rd quarter. Warriors are going to go for it on 4th down, trying to catch Martin off guard. The Warriors of South Grand Prairie, that is. They're looking to the sideline. Kendall Johnson is calling out the play. Kendall Johnson's back, and he's going to toss it out to his wide receiver, Demikio Nathan, and it's incomplete. Turnover on downs, and it will be Arlington Martin football with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Hey, Mundell's at quarterback. Kicks the receiver in motion, but he's going to do a quarterback keeper, getting up the middle, and he is going to go all the way for a Martin. What just happened? The ball was punched out of his hands as he was going into the end zone. And we have to see what the referees are going to call on this. This is going to be very controversial either way for Arlington Martin or South Grand Prairie. What a crazy play. It looked like he might have had a touchdown, and the ball was hit out of his hands right as he was going into the end zone. If that's the case, it will be a touchback, and it will be South Grand Prairie ball if they call it. We will see. This happened for the Cowboys in real life against the Seahawks this year. So we can have that as a reference of what to kind of expect it might be. We just got to see what these referees are going to call right here. It looks like South Grand Prairie thinks they have the ball. A lot of their fans think they have the ball. So we are about to find out. This is a very big call in this game because if Martin scores, Martin's going to be up. But if South Grand Prairie gets the ball back, then Martin obviously doesn't have it. And we're going to see what the referee has to say.
Holding on the offense. That decline onto the play is a touchback.
So there was a penalty on the field and it was on Martin, so it would have came back regardless, but the ball went out through the end zone, and that's a touchback. South Grand Prairie, what a great momentum play. And so it is South Grand Prairie ball. And so the score remains the same. South Grand Prairie 8, Martin 3. And there's 2 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Okay, 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Johnson's back at quarterback. Johnson is going to hand off to Crawford, and he is going to be brought down by a band of Warriors. No gain on the play. Brought down in the backfield. Lost about 4 yards, it looks to be, maybe 3. Two receivers on each side. Kendall Johnson's looking for the play. Johnson's going to clap. Johnson's back. Johnson's going to toss it, and it's tipped by a defensive lineman from Martin. And that's going to bring up a third down and long for South Grand Prairie. And defense has been the key for both teams all night long. You just got to tip your hat to Arlington Martin in the way that they play defense, and also South Grand Prairie's defense has been really good as well. It's going to come down to who makes the most plays. Okay, we have a 1 minute and 58 seconds left in the third quarter. This has been a very long quarter. And here we go. Third down. Johnson's back. Johnson's going to toss it out to his wide receiver. That is Demikio Nathan. And it's close, but it's not enough for a first down. So it looks like the punt unit will come out for South Grand Prairie. And you get the ball back after having a momentum turn, having the touchback and all that, and you're just not able to do nothing with it. Much like earlier when South Grand Prairie got the safety and they weren't able to do anything with it, getting the ball back. So let's see what South Grand Prairie can do. Remember, that touchdown that South Grand Prairie did score this game was by their defense. Josh Bostic, their offense, has not scored all night. They've been held scoreless by Arlington Martin, and we have a penalty flag on the field. It's probably going to be on South Grand Prairie.
On the offense, 5-yard penalty, still fourth down.
Okay, after the penalty, it's going to bring up a 4th down and 8. And let's see what Renteria can do on this punt. Hey, Martin looks like they're going to have a punt block come, and they are bringing the house. Almost got there, but Renteria got it off. Okay, and it's going to be touched at the 38-yard line, and it will be Martin ball. 42 seconds left in the third quarter as Martin takes over on offense. Martin has not been able to do very much on offense tonight either, and we have some penalty flags on the field. See what the referees call. The penalties are over by the 30-yard line. 2 of them. Be interesting to see. Wasn't a lot of penalties called in this game until recently. So this third quarter, like I said, has been very long due to a lot of penalties in this game in the third quarter. Okay, let's see what the referee says.
Holding on the receiving team. 10-yard penalty in the end of the run.
Okay, so it was a holding call on Martin on the return. That's going to take you back to about the 28 I believe. And then it will be first and 10 Martin. 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Ball's on the 28, about to be. And we will see what Martin can do on offense. It's been a defensive battle. I mean, South Grand Prairie scored all their points on defense, and Martin has scored one field goal. That just goes to show you that these two defenses are both very going to be tough for the rest of the season for other teams to play up against. Okay, back at quarterback, Zach Mundell. Okay, back in the backfield with him, Zaire Barrow. Two receivers on the left, one on the right. I guess the referees are giving an explanation to Coach Bob Wager as he, he's, making his claim, and I'm assuming that he's saying, well, there was a fair catch. So, if there, how could you hold if there's a fair catch? But who knows? If they called the penalty, and that's what happened. So, here we go. Mundell's waiting on the snap. Mundell's going to hand it off to Barrow. Barrow's going to get up for about 5 yards on the run. And he's going to be brought down by, looks like, number 13 of your South Grand Prairie Warriors, and that's going to be Kendall Hatton. Kendall Hatton on the stop for South Grand Prairie. Second down and 5. Clock's ticking. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. This may be the last play. If it's not, then we will be in the fourth quarter. 5 seconds. Mundell's rolling out. Mundell is going to fumble it. And it looks like it's going to be South Grand Prairie ball. We'll see what the referees call. So the referees are going to call that it was recovered. So I guess it was recovered by Martin. Hey, very interesting on the replay right there. Could have been South Grand Prairie's ball, but hey, we are going to the fourth quarter now.
Drive for one of the largest USPS mail carriers in the Southwest with great pay and dedicated home time, medical insurance, 2 to 3 days off a week, and matching 401k. All the benefits of a big company with the love of family business. Apply today at BencroftandSons.com.
Okay, third down, 15 yards to go. Mundell's going to do a quarterback keeper, and he's going to get up to the, looks to be 28-yard line, but it's not going to be enough, and that's going to bring up a fourth down for Arlington Martin, and they are coming out pretty quick to line up right now. Not giving a lot of chance for South Grand Prairie to sub anyone in, hardly.
Timeout, South Grand Prairie. That's their second charge timeout of the half.
Live our best in Grand Prairie. We can build a family together, playing harmony. It doesn't matter who you are. Here
All right, and we have a score update. Arlington is up 21-10 over Grand Prairie, but it's in the third quarter, and there's 2 minutes remaining in that third quarter over there. And now we are in the fourth quarter, 11 minutes, 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Martin punts it. It's going to be Mundell, and he's going to have a fair catch called by Josh Nicholson, and the ball will be at the 39-yard line for South Grand Prairie on offense now. Okay, Johnson's back. Receivers in motion. Nicholson. Fake handoff. Johnson's going to keep it, and we have a penalty flag on the field, so we will see what the referees have to say about this.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
After the penalty, that's going to make South Grand Prairie go back 10 yards after the holding call. So now South Grand Prairie will be on the 29-yard line. And South Grand Prairie still leads 8-3 over Martin. Clock is ticking. We're about to be at around 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. First and 20. 2 receivers on each side for South Grand Prairie. Johnson's going to hand it off, and the handoff went to Troy Whitaker. Whitaker's going to get about 2 or 3 on the run, and that's going to bring up a second down and about 17 to go for South Grand Prairie. 10 minutes, 45 seconds left. Clock's ticking. Clock is still ticking. 2 receivers on each side. Running back in the backfield with Johnson. Johnson's getting ready. He looks at the sideline. Johnson's back, and he's going to do a quick out route to Keelan Robinson. And Keelan Robinson's going to get close to a first down. And that's going to bring up a third down and about 4 yards to go for the South Grand Prairie Warriors. Robinson just made a good move and was able to get upfield with his wheel on that replay. Here we go. Third down and 3. Okay. Ball's on the 46-yard line. 9 minutes, 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Okay, let's see what the South Grand Prairie Warriors can do. Johnson's back. Quick pass out to Robinson, and it goes off his fingertips out of bounds. And it looks like South Grand Prairie is going to bring out their punt unit once again. All right, Renteria is set out to punt for South Grand Prairie. Renteria punts. Kind of a swirly punt. And Bostic jumps on it. Bostic is the lone South Grand Prairie Warriors score a touchdown tonight, a defensive touchdown. And now Arlington Martin Warriors will take over and have the ball down at the 35-yard line. And we'll see what they can do on offense, as they have had a field goal, and that's about all the points they have been able to get tonight, the Arlington Martin Warriors. We have 2 running backs in the backfield with Mundell. Mundell's going to roll out for a little screen pass to the left, and it's going to go to his other wide receiver that plays quarterback as well. That's going to be Sid Ford, number 3, gain of about 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7 coming up for Martin. And the ball is now on the 38-yard line. 9 minutes and 2 seconds and counting. We are under 9 minutes now in the fourth quarter. 8:55. Okay. Mundell looks to the sideline. 8:50 left in the game now. Mundell's back. Mundell's looking. He chunks it over the middle to his wide receiver, number 2, Cal Robinson. And that will be a Arlington Martin first down. Ball will be on the 40-yard line. They are now in South Grand Prairie territory with that deep route over the middle. What a good pass by Zach Mundell. And the Arlington Martin Warriors are moving the ball now. Okay. Mundell has his running back in the backfield with him. Barrow. 1 receiver on the right, 2 on the left. Mundell's going to hand it off to Barrow. And Barrow's going to be brought down by a band of Warriors. South Grand Prairie Warriors, to be exact. Mundell's under center. He's going to do a toss to Barrow. Barrow's going to cut it upfield and be brought down by a duo of South Grand Prairie Warriors. Third down coming up for Arlington Martin. 3rd down and 8. 7 minutes, 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball's on the 38-yard line. Okay. Mundell looks to the sideline for the call. Clock is ticking. We are about to be at 7 minutes. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Running back in the backfield. Mundell looks to the sideline again for the call. Mundell is going to do the fake handoff. Toss it over the middle. No good for his wide receiver, Robinson. And we have a injured Martin Warrior on the field. And that's going to bring up a 4th down as well. The injured player is number 68, able to get up on his own. It's going to be Ethan Crater, able to go on the sideline on his own. And Mundell is back at quarterback, perhaps punt. Maybe they're going for it. We don't know yet. Okay. And Mundell's going to punt it. Nice little punt. Goes down, and they're going to let it go in the end zone, unfortunately, and that's going to place the ball where the South Grand Prairie Warriors want it to be, and that's on the 20-yard line. First and 10, South Grand Prairie. Handoff goes to, looks like it's going to go to, Javarius Crawford. He's going to be held up for no gain on the run. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 11 for the South Grand Prairie Warriors.
Timeout, Arlington Martin. That is their first charge timeout of the half. Please
Spring
reset
Creek
the
Barbecue
clock.
was founded in
6:41.
1980 by Chris and
6:41.
Becky Carroll, with the first store opening in Richardson, Texas. It has been continuously family-owned and operated by the Carroll family, and this year is celebrating its 40th anniversary. Today, with 41 locations, Spring Creek's mission continues to be serving the finest Texas-style barbecue and being an integral part of the community. They average over $2.5 million each year in donations and contributions to local partners. And as an exciting new charitable venture,
Clock
they have
operator,
launched a new
please
line of
set the
barbecue
game clock
sauce
to
for sale in
6:41.
stores and soon on the
6:41.
website, with 100% of profits going directly to youth education partners.
Okay, second down and 11. Wow, a lot of time. A lot of time was off the clock. We were wondering what was going on with the clock, but they ended up getting it fixed. 6 minutes, 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Okay. Second down and 11. Johnson's going to toss it up deep, and it's too much for his wide receiver to get to. That was intended for Keelan Robinson. And that brings up a third down for South Grand Prairie. Okay, third down and 11. We'll see what Arlington Martin can do here on defense. South Grand Prairie is trying to get a first down. Okay, a little screen pass, and Crawford's going to fall down on the ground. And it looks like Martin will. And there is an injured player on the field.
Timeout, Arlington Martin. That is their second charge timeout of the half.
Want to be part of something great? Come join the Bancroft family as they celebrate 50 years of trucking. Bancroft & Sons is now hiring Class A CDL drivers to haul U.S. mail coast to coast. Late model equipment, great pay, and dedicated home time are just a few of the reasons to become a member of the Bancroft family. Find out more by visiting www.bancroftandsons.com.
Clock operator, please reset the game clock to 6:32. 6:3.
Okay, so the referees are asking for the clock to be set back to 6:32. It was at 6:25, I believe. Okay, left in the ball game, 6:32, fourth quarter. South Grand Prairie looks like they are about to punt. And we look like we have pretty much an all-out punt block. Penalty flag on the field.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still fourth down.
After the penalty, ball is now on the 14-yard line. Renteria is out to punt. And Martin doesn't have anyone back deep. They're just probably going to let this ball go wherever it goes. Martin's bringing the house, though. Martin made him jump again. Wow. Two back-to-back.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, remains fourth down.
Two back-to-back penalties. Martin is just acting like they're going to get across the line, and it's making South Grand Prairie jump. You just wonder, I mean, what's going on here? All right, so now the ball is on the 9-yard line. 4th and 21. Still 6 minutes, 32 seconds left. Renteria's in the end zone. Renteria set the punt. Nearly blocked. Barely got it off, and it's going to roll to the 46-yard line. And now Martin will take over in South Grand Prairie territory.
Lundell's got his receiver. Robinson hands Robinson the ball. Robinson's going to bounce out. Robinson's going to get forward, and it's going to be enough for a Martin Warrior first down. Ball will be on the, looks to be 35-yard line, possibly. Yes. Okay. 36-yard line. A 36-yard line. First and 10. 6:15 left in the ball game. Hand off to the trusty running back, DK Smittick. And he's going to get forward for about almost 5 yards. All right, so second down and 6, actually. 5 minutes, 45 seconds left. Clock still ticking. Ball's on the 32-yard line. Martin's getting ready for the play. They're looking to the sideline. South Grand Prairie has everybody up real close. Nobody's back really deep. Mundell's going to kick him in motion, and we have a trick play. Here we go. Ford's going to toss it out to Barrow. Barrow's going to get upfield, and he's going to be brought down out of bounds by number 41 of South Grand Prairie, Joe Phillips, and we have a penalty flag on the field. What a great trick play by Arlington Martin. Let's see what these referees are huddling up and talking about right here. What a good trick play by Arlington Martin.
There's no foul for face mask on the play.
Okay, so there's no penalty flag on the field. It's probably good for both teams, perhaps. Unless you're Martin and you wanted to get a 15-yarder off something. Okay. Ball is on the 13-yard line. 5 minutes, 18 seconds and counting. Mundell's going to hand it off to his running back, Stiddick. And he is going to get in. Smittick, DK Smittick. And he's going to get in the end zone for a Martin Warrior touchdown. And we have an injured South Grand Prairie Warrior on the field. We'll just watch Smittick right here. Oh, man, number 9 Smittick just gets in. And he has a power. DK Smittick, touchdown, Arlington Martin. So unfortunately, the injured South Grand Prairie Warrior is going to be number 2, the star defender on the defense. That's Marcel McDuffie. Our thoughts and prayers are with him, and hopefully it is nothing serious for Marcel McDuffie, the UNLV commit. And we have Arlington Martin out with some trickery right now. Something different. What are they going to do? Arlington Martin just going to try to power it in. And it looks like it's going to be good. We'll see what this penalty flag is, though, on the field.
There is no foul for false start on the play. Result of the play is touchdown.
Okay, so no penalty flag on the field. And if you're an Arlington Martin fan, you are excited right now being down 8-3 pretty much the entire game. You get the 2-point conversion with the touchdown. Now you're up 11-8.
Live life best in Grand Prairie. We can build a family together, playing harmony. It doesn't matter who you are. Here you are, shining star, making future plans. Live life grand. Can't wait. Live life Grand Prairie.
Okay, so back to what I was saying before we had our commercial. 5 minutes left in the ball game. Martin scored their touchdown and their 2-point conversion, so now they lead for the first time in a long time, 11-8. It's a 3-point game, but the story of the game has been South Grand Prairie's offense really hasn't been able to move the ball. So you got to hope, if you're a South Grand Prairie Warrior fan, that your Warriors are able to get something going on offense and at least get in field goal position to tie the game, to go to at least overtime, or, get a touchdown to win the game. Set to kick off. Davidson. Nice kick over to the side, and that's going to go off the receiver's body, and he's going to be brought down at looks like it's the 23-yard line. First and 10, South Grand Prairie's taking over on offense now. 5 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the ball game. Ball's on the 23-yard line. South Grand Prairie's down by 3 points. Arlington Martin, 11. South Grand Prairie, 8. Penalty flags on the field. So it looks like a delay of game on South Grand Prairie, and that's a penalty that you just can't afford right now in crunch time, because we got 5 minutes left in this game, and South Grand Prairie needs to at least get in field goal position right now. Okay, Johnson's back at quarterback. 2 receivers on each side. Johnson's back, and he's going to throw it, and it was nearly intercepted by number 8, Javion Tavano. All right, second down and 15 coming up for South Grand Prairie. 4 minutes, 55 seconds left in the ball game. Martin almost had that interception right there. Okay, Johnson threw it. He was hit when he threw it. Johnson is unable. Not Johnson. Johnson is unable to get the ball to Robinson, that is, at wide receiver. Keelan Robinson, the intended wide receiver. And that will bring up a South Grand Prairie third down and 15. It's getting tight now, 4 minutes, 51 seconds remaining in the ball game. You're on your own 18, third and 15. You got to get a play because, you only got one timeout. It's going to be hard. It's going to be real hard to not go for it on fourth down if you can't get this first right here. So let's see what South Grand Prairie's offensive coordinator calls for Johnson to run. Okay, Johnson's back under pressure. Johnson's going to try to make a move, and he's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. About a 3-yard loss. Brought down by number 12, Jonathan Okate of the Arlington Martin Warriors, and that's a fourth down and 19. And it looks like South Grand Prairie is going to bring out the punt unit. Arlington Martin's up 11-8 right now with 4 minutes remaining in the ball game, pretty much, because it's 4:14 right now and the clock's just ticking. So now it's 4:10. Ball's on your own 18.
You got to do what you got to do. Punts off. It's a quick one, and it's going to bounce over to the Martin 43-yard line. And now Martin will take over on offense. And there's a penalty flag on the field.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, the receiving team, 15-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down.
Okay, so it's been a defensive struggle this entire ball game. We'll see what Martin has up their sleeve right now. Okay. 3 minutes, 52 seconds left in the game. And the ball is now going to be placed on the Martin 28 after that penalty. And I mean, South Grand Prairie only has one timeout, so if Martin runs one play and starts running that clock, you might get into a position to where, you know, the clock's just going to be against you if you're South Grand Prairie. So we will see what Martin comes out with. Obviously, if you're a Martin Warrior fan, you're expecting a run. I would expect a run play right here. Yep, and it's going to be a run play to the trusty running back that scored their only touchdown, and that's going to be DK Smittick. Gain of about 3 yards on the run. 2nd down and 7 coming up for Martin. Clock is ticking. Okay, so you got 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Handoff goes to Burrow. Burrow's going to get it upfield for a couple yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 4 yards to go for Arlington Martin. And they're going to let this clock go down a little bit. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the ball game. Play clock is at 16 seconds. Okay, we will see what they have up their sleeve, the Martin Warriors. Receivers in motion. Fake handoff to him. The quarterback keeper Mundell, and he's going to be brought down for no gain on the play.
Timeout, South Prairie.
Timeout, South Grand Prairie.
That is South Prairie.
Maybe as you look back on your moments, this happened, and that. Maybe that happened, but also this. Maybe it all happened. Thank you for being our member. Thank you for letting us help you along the way. Here's to the next 10,000 moments and what the journey may bring.
Set the punt. And the punt will be off by Mundell, the quarterback. And the ball is going to roll to the
26-yard line. South Grand Prairie would take over with no timeouts, 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Penalty flag on the field.
Illegal formation on the defense. Defensive line was over the center. That's a 5-yard penalty, resulted to be a first down.
And that was a very critical penalty that they just called on South Grand Prairie. If you're a South Grand Prairie Warrior fan, you hate to see that. And now there have been some penalty flags thrown on South Grand Prairie's assistant coach for being upset by that penalty. Now you're having the coach from South Grand Prairie want an explanation. That's the game right there. They just called an interesting penalty, and that gives Arlington Martin an automatic first down. South Grand Prairie has no timeouts. It was 4th down. It was a punt. It went to South Grand Prairie, and they call all these penalties right now. And we're gonna see what happens right here.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct on the sideline. 15-yard penalty, first down.
All right, so an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty will be on South Grand Prairie's coaching staff. A 15-yard penalty tagged on to the original penalty of an enough for a first down for Martin. Now it's going to be 15 yards added to that. And if you're a South Grand Prairie Warrior fan, you're not happy right now. You want to know why that penalty happened on 4th down, and that's what you're wondering right now if you're South Grand Prairie. And if I was one of the coaches on South Grand Prairie, I might feel the same way. Who knows? But that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Sometimes you don't get the calls that you want, and you just have to go with it. So now Martin will have a first down, 2 minutes left. South Grand Prairie has no timeout, so Martin could just run the clock out as long as they don't fumble it. Ball is on the 45-yard line, and Arlington Martin has came back and fought in this game. And if you're an Arlington Martin fan, you were pretty excited by how your guys have fought. Okay. Mundell's going to do a quarterback keeper. He's going to bounce it out and do a quarterback slide. Okay. And that they probably need a couple more plays and they can run this clock out, being the Arlington Martin Warriors. So the ball is at the 44-yard line now. 1 minute, 40 seconds and ticking. There's about 16 seconds left on the play clock. Okay. 2nd down and 9. Arlington Martin, 11. South Grand Prairie, 8. It's been a tight game the whole way. Okay. Martin's going to do a fake handoff and a quarterback slide from Mundell. And 3rd down and 7. Okay, 3rd down and 8. The clock's ticking. Under 1 minute. 58, 56. 10 seconds on the play clock. 48. Clock's still ticking. And Mundell's going to do a quarterback knee. 3rd down. Correction, 4th down coming up, but it probably won't come up. Well, they will have to run another play because there is 26 seconds on the game clock, 25 and 22 on the play clock. So they will have to run another play. So South Grand Prairie might get the ball, might not. Probably not, because there it looks like Martin might call a timeout right whenever the clock gets very close to where they want it. Timeout, Arlington Martin.
Timeout, Martin. That is our final timeout of the half.
Well, I mean, you fought your heart out, South Grand Prairie, and it looks like Arlington Martin's going to get the win with 3 seconds left in the ball game. But South Grand Prairie has Grand Prairie next week for a crosstown rivalry. Grand Prairie is about to lose to Arlington, so Grand Prairie will be 3-1, and South Grand Prairie will be 2-2. South Grand Prairie will be 0-2 in district, and Grand Prairie will be 1-1 in district. So we will have an exciting crosstown rivalry game next week. And Mundell's is going to run back and let the clock go to 0, and then he's going to knee it, and that is the ball game. Arlington Martin comes into Grand Prairie and beats South Grand Prairie. Final score: Arlington Martin 11, South Grand Prairie 8. We want to thank everybody for joining us. Thank everybody for joining us in this game. And the penalty that costed South Grand Prairie the game pretty much was a player lined up over the center is the response that we got. And, you got to tip your hat to both teams. Both sets of Warriors did a great job. Arlington Martin is running off the field pretty quickly. And if you're a South Grand Prairie Warrior fan, you're hurt right now. But you got your crosstown rival next week. You got the Grand Prairie Gophers next Friday night. I will be here on the broadcast. If you are not able to buy tickets for next week's game, and if they are sold out, which they likely will be sold out, because we only have a certain amount of capacity in the stadium due to COVID and the pandemic, tune in. Tune in right here. Come back to the GPISD YouTube channel, and I will be giving you the play-by-play for the Grand Prairie and South Grand Prairie crosstown rivalry next Friday night. We are excited for that game, and as much as we would like South Grand Prairie to get the win tonight, it hurts, but, they live to see another day. They got Grand Prairie next Friday night. It's going to be exciting. Everybody tune in and join us. I'm Matthew Davidson, and I thank you for joining us on behalf of GPISD and our sponsors, Spring Creek and Applebee's. Thank you. Have a great night. GPISD.